So let me ask you something blunt. Are you actually a business owner, or are you just the most overworked employee in the entire company? Because after coaching hundreds of founders, here's the pattern nobody likes admitting. Businesses don't fail because of the market. They fail because the business owner refuses to fire themselves. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 roles you must fire yourself from before your company burns you out, blows up, or worst, becomes a prison that pays your salary. And don't worry, I'll show you how to do it even if you don't have a big team, a COO, or the right people yet. So stick around to the end and I'll tell you the role most founders never let go of. And it's the exact one that makes or breaks your sanity. So I want to start with a moment most founders will recognize. It's 11:47 p.m, your laptop is open, your spouse is asleep, and your kid's artwork is still sitting on your desk from last week because you said you'll take a break to look at it, but you didn't. And you're staring at a spreadsheet thinking, why does everything still fall on me? Now that was me at 29. I had a baby business, 0 systems, and a mindset that sounded noble but actually toxic. I'll just do it myself, and that sentence cost me years. It cost me my health. It almost cost me my entire business. And if you're honest, it's probably costing you too. So today, I'm going to break this pattern for you. Because your real job as a founder isn't to do everything. Your real job is to replace yourself again and again and again until the business doesn't need you to survive. So let's get into the first role. Role number 1, the chief firefighter. If every problem escalates to you, you don't have a business. You have a panic hotline. Founders think they're being responsible when they jump into every fire. But here's the hard truth. If your team always comes to you with problems, you train them to do that. Maybe not intentionally, but through your behavior. Every time you say, just leave it, I'll handle, you're actually teaching them, do not solve problems, send them to me. And that turns you into the chief firefighter. And the symptoms? You can't plan long term, you can't take leave, and your brain never switches off, and you're constantly reacting instead of building. The cure? Install the 1-3-1 rule. And here's how it works. When someone brings you a problem, they must present 3 possible solutions and 1 recommended path. And this shifts your role from the firefighter to the coach. And this is the first role you must fire yourself from. Role number 2, the senior do-it-all operator. If you are the most competent operator in your company, you are the biggest bottleneck. Now this role is sneaky. You'll think, I'm faster. They need context, or quality is on the line, or it's just easier if I do it. No. It's not easier. It's addiction because you're addicted to being needed. And let me say it plainly. If every SOP, approval, template, email, or client request goes through you, your business cannot scale beyond your personal stamina. And that's not leadership. That's self-employment with extra steps. Because the system to escape this is to use the buyback triangle. You fire yourself from the task based on cost, right? You ask yourself, is my hourly value higher than this work? Number 2, your skill. Does this require my expertise? And thirdly, joy. Does this energize or drain me at the end of the day? Now, this is how you start buying back your time. 1 task, then 1 role, then 1 department. And this is how I grew from 6 people to 150 teammates without losing my mind. Role number 3. The human Wi-Fi router. Now, if everyone needs your permission before they move, your organization is frozen. This is the founder who says, update me first, CC me in the email, or let me approve that draft, or don't post till I see it. Now, what you have become is a human router because nothing moves until it passes through you. And the founders lie to themselves here. They say, I'm maintaining quality. No, you're actually controlling because you're scared. There's only one cure to this, and it's to create clear guardrails plus clean handoffs. Now, a system that says what the standard is, how success is going to be measured, what decisions need approval, and what decisions do not, and where the process starts and ends, and who owns what. Because when ownership is clear, speed appears. And when the founder pulls back, leaders step up. So you must fire yourself from being the router so that your people can start being leaders, not messengers. Role number 4, the chief emotional sponge. Founder guilt is one of the fastest ways to destroy your company. This one hits deep. Founders often absorb everyone's expectations, insecurities, and also everyone's misunderstandings. Now you become the emotional sponge for the entire team. But here's the painful truth. When you absorb everything, you rob your team of the discomfort they need to grow. Your job is not to absorb their emotions. Your job is to build the system that structures communication. Weekly check-ins, clear KPIs, the guardrails, a coaching rhythm, and a culture of direct feedback. Now, when the system holds people, you don't have to carry people. Fire yourself from emotional babysitting and lead adults like adults. Role number 5, the chief vision holder and executor. You cannot steer the ship and row at the same time. So this is the final role, the one most founders never let go of. Being the visionary is not the problem. The problem is being the visionary and the operator and the manager and the executor all at once. Because you're trying to hold the long-term future and simultaneously squeeze in WhatsApp replies between meetings, and that splits your brain into two modes that were never meant to coexist. So here's the solution, the founder's 3 boxes. So you must fire yourself from everything except the vision, where are we going, people, who is coming with us on this journey, systems, what is the structure that makes it repeatable, and that's it. If the task is not one of these 3, someone else must own it. You will feel guilty at first, and then you will feel free. Then your business will finally start compounding. Remember when I said I'll review the one role that nearly broke me? And it was this, being the chief everything officer. I thought if I stop doing everything, everything will collapse. But when I finally fired myself from the wrong roles, here's what happened. My team grew, leaders started to emerge, and revenue scaled. And my daughter finally had a dad who was present, not just available. Now, when you fire yourself from the 5 roles that don't belong to you, you reclaim the one role that does, the builder of people and systems, the true business owner. So if you're a founder who feels like the business is eating you alive, you're not alone. And you don't have to stay stuck, because I create videos every week to help founders scale without burning out. So if this hits home, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment down below and tell me which role you're firing yourself from first.